Hey guys, if you'd like to join the GOAT list and help support the channel, link down below in the description. You can join for only $1 a month. You help support the channel and you get featured in all my videos. Thank you guys. Hey guys, MUT Gamer back here for another video. Guys, welcome back to an episode of my daily Sniping series. Guys, last episode it was 30 minutes in length. And I got a lot of comments saying they like that, you guys like that, and a lot of comments saying you guys were like, nah, I don't really like it being 30 minutes long, you know, make it shorter because I had to go to school or have a job. And that's been my main kind of thing I've been doing throughout the whole entire, you know, sniping series as a whole. Now, with that in mind, you know, as this guy, hang on one second, and let's put him up for 9,800. Anyway, so as a whole, you know, my sniping series has always been short, simple, and to the point. Cover one subject we snipe in the sniping series. Now, again, because of the fact that this is, you know, a sniping series, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, because of you guys' feedback, which thanks so much everyone who left a comment and gave me feedback, we're going to have 2 sniping series videos a day. Now, one's going to be called the bonus sniping series video. The bonus sniping series video will come out at 9:30 a.m. every morning, followed by, obviously, this video right here, which is the regular sniping series video. So this will come out at 9, and then we'll have a 9:30 video, 9:30 a.m. video, that will be, you know, about 3 to 5 minutes long, and it will cover another topic that we do not talk about in this video. So that's going to be how I'm going to do it from now on, guys. So again, if you like the longer videos like this where we talk for like 15-20 minutes and we cover a lot of subjects and all that kind of stuff, then you can go ahead and, you know, watch this video. If you want to see both, obviously you can watch both. But, you know, if you want the short condensed version about a certain subject we're going to talk about in MUT, it will be after this video. So we'll cover it next video at 9:30 a.m. So again, expect another video right after this at 9:30, which will be a small condensed video that will cover a certain subject. No ranting, no raving about, you know, a lot of things in MUT. We'll talk about a certain subject, and I'll talk about and give my opinion on what I think is going to happen with that subject. So again, that will happen at 9:30 a.m. every single morning, and of course, actually, that's not worth getting. But anyway, so at 9:30 that will happen. Right now, this will be the longer video, which again will be every single morning, just like normal at normal time. So hopefully that makes sense, guys, and hopefully I'm able to, you know, help out people who want to watch long videos and people who want to watch short videos, short to the point and long, and you know, a long time pretty much. So anyway, let's get back to what I want to talk about today. Today, guys, what I want to do is I want to talk about it's going to be kind of the Masters. Now, I talked about the Masters in the past. Of course, if you guys do not know what the Masters are, we have MUT Master, Mid-Season Master, Grand Master, Ultimate Master, and Silver Master, all those type of things. Now, you know, I've talked about before with Mid-Season Master and how we might not get it this year because it is kind of getting later in the year. I look back at last year and I believe we actually got it later than we did at this point right now. So we still might get it. Nonetheless, though, let's go ahead and skip forward and look at, you know, not Mid-Season Master, but let's say Grandmaster, right? So after MUT Master, obviously, we have another type of, you know, full-on extension of what MUT Master would be with Grandmaster. Now, with Grandmaster, what can we take away from that? Grandmaster, based on the past, it will give us solo challenges most likely. A lot of good solo challenges. Obviously, again, we'll probably get sometime in February, so it's not much to take on right now. But with that in mind, I know a lot of people I saw were already starting to prepare for future promos. And I saw some people say positional hero promos, people already starting to prepare for. And the thing about, like, if let's say you start preparing for the positional hero, that comes out in February, it's not the craziest idea to start preparing for it right now. I know it's kind of weird to think, like, you're going to prepare for a promo that comes out in February. Yes and no. So, obviously, every year, the positional hero promo is a really weird promo. It's like, pretty much like, not like any other. Because every year it seems like it's a different type of promo. So, positional hero, obviously, it's exactly what it sounds like it is. It's a promo about the best players at each single position. So, with that in mind, you know, I know a lot of people, or not a lot of people, but some people are starting to prepare for it. The only way you can prepare for a promo like that is just take a guess. Maybe if you see like a 80 overall elite card, you know, at a certain price, you go ahead and buy it. I mean, it's really cheap. So, for example, let's say, I wouldn't prepare for it right now because prices are so high. But let's say in the future, in January, right? You see like a 90 overall card and it's like 2,000 coins. Maybe, I should actually snipe this Dalvin Cook, by the way. But anyway, and then you see that and you're like, maybe I should go ahead and buy it and just keep it in my binder and see what happens with it. Now, personally, I don't have really the self-control to do that for too long because I don't like investing and putting my coins into something for a very, very long point of time. I've done that in the past with elite badges and different cards, and the issue is, yes, it could pay off in the long run, but the biggest issue is you're putting so much coinage. It depends on how much coinage you're putting into something. But if you put so much coinage into something for a long period of time, one thing, you don't have those coins, right? You can't use those coins to upgrade your team. You can't use those coins for whatever, you know, you want to do. And the issue is if, let's say, you know, eventually you're like, okay, you know what? Fluff this. I'm just going to sell and I want my coins back. You're going to lose coins in the end doing that. You kind of have to wait until, you know, that said thing happens and the card's value goes up, because while you're waiting, all that's happening is card value is going down. Now, in the end, you can, you know, maybe it will work out, and it has worked out in the past for me, where I've waited 3 or 4 months for elite badges to go back up in price. They ended up going back up in price. By the way, elite badges was, in the past months, it was the elite tokens of this year. So if you're confused, a badge, a token, same thing, same concept. Just keep that in mind. But again, you know, you can wait all that time, but unless you know 100% you guarantee that that's going to go up in price, or you know it's going to 100% go up, you're investing so much coins into something that it could instantly just go down. You could lose coins, especially if you need those coins. Maybe you had to sell everything and just, you know, get a certain player. You're going to lose coins in the end. So when it comes to like investing for that positional hero, I would not do it yet. Honestly, I wouldn't suggest doing it before January. Unless, you know there's certain silver maybe. In the past for positional heroes, they have taken players out of the game. Like, you know, they take out base golds and base silvers. So when they're in positional hero sets, when they come out and these players are in those sets, they go for a crap ton of coins. Obviously, I don't think they're going to do that anymore. They stopped doing that, and I believe 15. Madden 15. So I don't think they're going to do that again. Or maybe Madden 16. One of those Maddens. Nonetheless, I don't think they're going to do that again. So I think we're good for right now for them, you know, not to do that kind of stuff. So investing into positional heroes, which again comes out February like 14th, 10th to the 14th, I wouldn't go ahead and do that. So that's my perspective when it comes to investing for future promos like the positional heroes. Going back to Ultimate Master and Grandmaster, again, as I said, it's a promo like no other. It's a promo that's going to give you a lot of good cards. And, you know, it's going to give you, it's not going to give you cards. It's going to give you a really good card as the master, as the guy you get for completing it. Again, probably new solo challenges. What we see is every master usually has a lot of solos because of the fact that it's usually like a collectible you have to get for doing the whole entire solos in order to complete the master. Now, the one thing I do want to bring up, though, is that this year, it's not like any other year when it comes to MUT. As you guys already can tell and already know, even if you're new to MUT, this year's all about objectives, right? So it's all about, it's not really about sets. I mean, yes, there's sets, and yes, everything, you know, you had to do sets to get certain players, but when it came to MUT Master, we had a objective list. When it came to Sean Taylor, we had, you know, once you got done MUT Master, you had to do objective list. And I kind of feel like that's something we might see with all the masters in this year's game, where it's all about, you know, doing an objective list in order to complete, you know, MUT or complete Grandmaster or Ultimate Master. So with that in mind, we should see some kind of objective list most likely in those, you know, masters. Now, if that is the case, you know, it will obviously mean you have to play online, which will be annoying. But I kind of wonder if EA might just kind of copycat the MUT Master and just kind of copy and paste it, change a couple things, and make it into the Grandmaster and the Ultimate Master. Because, you know, I don't really see a purpose for EA not to. Like, if you already have MUT Master, right, and that was already challenging enough, I don't see why EA would go ahead and make it any different. Maybe just complete sets that are kind of newer and kind of, you know, easier to do with to replace the team leader sets. Obviously, we probably will have something like get 80,000 yards, maybe get 100,000 yards passing, 100,000 yards rushing, get a certain amount of interceptions, you know, fumbles, and kind of that same concept. I could see them just repeating that for a Grandmaster or an Ultimate Master. Now, we do know that there has to be some kind of set going on because we did get a collectible for completing MUT Master. If you did not complete MUT Master, then you might not know this. And wait, time out. Is his name AJ Green? AJ Can. Okay, I thought it was AJ Green for a second. I was so confused. AJ Green is a Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver, guys. Anyway, so we did get the collectible for completing MUT Master. So what that means is, I'll show you the collectible right here. That does mean that, you know, there's going to be some kind of set that revolves around, you know, Ultimate Master or Grandmaster. Congratulations, you are MUT Master. Now, it doesn't, in the past with the MUT Master collectible, it would say something like, you know, this can be used in the future, this will be used in a future update or a future set or something like that. It doesn't say that. So this could just mean that this is, you can play the MUT Master, congratulations, here's your collectible, you know, and in the future it would just be an objective list. Or this could be used for a future, you know, set, maybe MUT Master, Ultimate Master or Grandmaster. At this moment, we have no idea what this collectible will be used for, but it is kind of fun to theorize and just think, will we have a set for Grandmaster or Ultimate Master, or will we just go ahead and, you know, have nothing and this is just there for that, and then we'll have an objective list for those two said topics. Nonetheless, again, as I've been saying, we don't know at this moment, you know, what Ultimate Master is going to contain, what Grandmaster is going to contain, but what we do know is most likely it will be some kind of iteration of MUT Master to a certain degree, and obviously we can infer that based on the fact of how EA is running things this year. We've only had one MUT Master. We haven't had Mid-Season Master yet, which we could have sometime very soon. Don't get me wrong, we might get that, and if we get that, if we get Mid-Season Master, I feel like will dictate and will tell us truly how this season is going to go when it comes to these players, like, or when it comes to these master sets. We'll kind of have a better understanding of, okay, this is how the master sets are going to go this year. You know, this is going to happen like this is going to happen like that, and we'll kind of get a better indication on what's going to happen. Now, with that in mind, you know, we can just speculate at this moment, but hopefully that speculation will go ahead and become true when we see Mid-Season Master, if we do. So right here we got Dwight Stevenson, and just a quick point I want to bring up. He is, I know everyone, he is the best center in the game. This man was going for like 800,000 coins, even less than that. And then a couple people have pointed out that he is the best center in the game because he has identifier, as you can see, and he has ground and pound ×2. And of course, obviously, you see his stats right there, insanely juiced. So therefore, his price went up to over 1 million coins. Now it's around 992,000 coins. Obviously, if we get some kind of new legend center sometime soon, his price should drop even more for that fact. But just an interesting thing I wanted to point out. Obviously, right now, we don't have a center that is over his overall. You can boost over his overall. You can't do it with, what's his name? You can't do it with this man right here, Bruce Matthews, but what we can do is boost his overall a little bit up there when it comes to, you know, giving him different chemistries. So again, at this moment, I believe the only guy you can get to his overall and even past his overall is going to be that Football Outsiders, what's his name? Football Outsiders, blah, 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 blah. This thing loads, and it's Travis Frederick. That's the only guy right now you can get, and you can get him power up tier 5, and you can go ahead and power him up past that tier and go ahead and get him there. That's the only guy you can get even close, if not past his overall, which is kind of interesting. Kind of interesting thing. Obviously, that's why his price is so high. And obviously, having an identifier without being, you know, the thing is, I talked about this in the past, but these power-up sets, identifier, you know, move, tip drill, all those kind of jump to snap, all those kind of, you know, ability. I call them abilities. They're called chemistries. So if I ever call something an ability, in the past we called them abilities. They're called chemistries, but I just call them what they used to be called, abilities. So sorry about that, guys, if you're confused. Ability and a chemistry is the same exact thing. Nonetheless, actually, also a key tip here. Now it has updated to no longer 100,000, which all these cards said. It now updates to how many were completed. So 9,404 Aaron Donalds were completed. But nonetheless, as I was saying, though, you know, none of these, like, no, unless you do power-up sets, none of these players have abilities by themselves unless they're master cards. So they have to be master, limited time, or power-up sets. And if they're not any of those, they don't have these abilities like you're seeing with some of these players. So with that in mind, it's kind of interesting to see that if a card does have an ability, limited time, or master set, I wonder if EA is doing that because they want, you know, to kind of make you more or less want to open up these huge bundles and open up a lot of packs, because if you don't do power-up sets, which you lose coins on because you're not able to sell the card, you kind of don't have a chance at getting these abilities. So I kind of wonder if EA is doing that for that reason. Now, obviously, you know, they want you to open up packs. That's not, you know, any kind of conclusion that anyone can make that conclusion because it's true. They want you to open up packs, so I kind of wonder if that's exactly why. And if that is, then we probably won't get too many, you know, card abilities this year. Like in the past, we had, you know, like 6 kickers with freak chemistry, and that freak chemistry, if you guys do not know, is I believe, I might be incorrect, freak lets you not get iced. Focus kicker. No, sorry. Freak chemistry is focus kicker, and that lets you. I might be completely incorrect, and I know there's 2 different kickers chemistries. One lets you not get ice, and one lets you slow it down and kick it as if it was on pro. And I'll look right here to see if I can find a kicker. He has clutch kicker, so clutch kicker doesn't let you get ice. Yeah, this kicker cannot be iced. So freak kicker or focus kicker, I call it freak because it's FK. That lets you, you know, be able to pretty much kick the field goal on pro. And we're going to see right here FK, which is focus kicker. I call it freak kicker because it's FK. Nonetheless, though, this lets you kick it on pro difficulty. Last year, we saw, you know, we had like a Steelers kicker with that, and he was like 20K because of the fact that, you know, everyone's pulling him, and also, you know, he's just a kicker and no big deal. But the fact of the matter is, we're not going to see that this year, I feel like, when it comes to abilities. We're not going to see, you know, these cards being really cheap with abilities because that's just not how it works. You know, if you want an ability, you have to get a master card, you have to get a limited time card, or finally, you have to get a power-up card. Now, will EA in the future, you know, change that? I do not think they will change that in the near future, because what we're seeing right now is the new cards have ×2 multiplier to the certain chemistry. You know, we might see cards in the future come out with abilities, but at this moment, we're not seeing any of those, you know, newer cards that are kind of cheaper and easier to get having abilities. Now, currently, again, I'll show you my lineup. You guys see my lineup many, many times, and this is currently, as both of my cards sold. Awesome, we got both of the snipes there. Nonetheless, as you can see my lineup right here, you know, playmaker for Julio Jones, which is Julio Jones is complete booty butt cheeks. I know I wasted coins. I will admit I did. He's not that good. Nonetheless, battle ready for Demaryius Thomas, identifier for Kyle Juszczyk, gunslinger for Aaron Rodgers. This is what I'm talking about with a ×2 multiplier. This is something we're seeing a lot more with newer cards, where they're getting the ×2 multipliers to all their cards. And we see right here, no stumble for Zeke Elliott, no stumble for LT. And then going through, we have Raymond Foster, who finally they fixed his card. Guys, for the longest time, he had Marcus Gilbert as his card art on this card. It's so freaking funny. Marcus Gilbert was his card art, and now they finally fixed it, and they put Raymond Foster on his own card. And if you guys go on MUT actually had him as nothing. He didn't even have a card art. it was really funny when they fixed it. And of course, this one, he has secure protector right here, you can see. And again, no stumble. And this is something that is just common now when it comes to, you know, if you want a card that is going to have an ability, you need to get a master, limited time, or finally, you need to complete a power-up set. You see right here, Night Train Lane has secure tackler, tip drill for Sean T. You know, the G.O.A.T actually do have abilities too, which again would be technically considered a master card, or no, it would be considered a power-up card. Because as you can see, Ray Lewis, I have to power him up, and I don't get to sell him. So again, he's technically a power-up card. But at this moment, you know, that's just how it is. I hope they go ahead and fix that, as I do have John Harbaugh ×3 and ×1 Baltimore Ravens chemistry. I will be going ahead and doing all-time Baltimore Ravens squad in the future. But again, with that in mind, I have to kind of play by EA's rules when it comes to some of these cards, because they release limited time cards, like when Ravens play on Thursday night. Steelers played on Thursday night, and they released a Mike Wallace card, which I can't use because he doesn't have Ravens chemistry. So it kind of sucks, because the best Mike Wallace card in the game, the best technical Ravens wide receiver in the game, is right here, and he does not have a Ravens chemistry, so he wouldn't be boosted up, so I can't use him. So this is something that's really annoying that they did, is that obviously he, you know, this makes sense. He had a great Thursday night game with the Steelers, and he used to play with the Steelers, but I need to go ahead and use, you know, all Ravens chem, and I can't use him because he does have, you know, he does have that chemistry. The Steelers chemistry, not the Ravens chemistry, which, yeah, it's unfortunate. But nonetheless, let's actually look at receivers. It's amazing how the prices of all these cards have dropped so freaking much. And to everyone who was saying that Julio Jones was going to be $400K in a week, he's still $800K, and it's been a week. So, I'm not saying I didn't waste coins. I did waste coins. I played so many games out of Julio Jones, and he has not, you know, mossed anyone. Randy Moss plays 100 times better than him, and I thought he was the best wide receiver in the game, and he technically is. That Julio powered up is the best receiver in the game at the moment. But the issue is he doesn't play like that for some reason. I don't know why, but if you look at him right here, he is the technical best receiver in the game to play right now. And if I have him all the way powered up, which I don't, he would even get better stats. Obviously, I do not have him all the way powered up because of the fact that, what's it called? The fact that I don't have my whole entire team in here. I did sell my team, so don't have the best team, so I don't have the best thing. And again, I said it before, but God Squad, right guard is missing. Center is booty butt cheeks. Left tackle is not the best. And of course, you know, defensively, this is where it really gets bad. These two guys are awful when it comes to speed. And if you guys do not know my defense is all about speed on the outsides and making you throw across the middle of the field. Well, these two guys, even though he has been playing really, really good, and I cannot discredit my man Derek Brooks, he is not, you know, the best middle linebacker to play. So, just saying, you know, he's been playing pretty good, but he's just, I can't really, you know, 100% go behind the fact that I can win with him. And again, that's not a God Squad in that aspect, but I do get what people are saying, well, it's like, well, this team is still really good. It is a really good team. Nonetheless, it has really good players at certain positions, but some positions are not. Now, this one is actually quite interesting. So, we have 4 cards here, right? And the 4 cards, technically speaking, I don't know how much Zach Miller sells for. So, I'm not going to go ahead and buy this and put it back up 5,400 because this seems like someone has all 4 of these cards and they put all 4 of those cards up. I don't know why. It just seems like someone actually is kind of trying to lure me into a trap to buy those. And then, of course, they're just going to undercut me myself, and they probably all bought them for very cheap. So, with that in mind, whenever you see that, just keep in mind that there could be kind of a, you know, you could lose some coins if you go ahead and try to buy it cheap and then flip it back and make a little bit of profit. You might lose coins for that reason. So, just keep in mind. So far this video, I think we have 2 snipes. Again, right now it's 1:18 a.m. in the morning. I know I said I'm going to stop trying to snipe at this time in the morning, Yeah, I lied. I've been working on videos all day long. You guys are going to see a lot of videos come out today, but I've been working on a lot of videos today, and that's mainly why. One thing I want you guys to answer down below, and I don't know how many people are still watching to this point. If you are, you're the MVP. And you can answer my question down below, and I appreciate you. But do you guys watch just my MUT videos? Or would you guys watch if I start uploading other content too? If I start uploading, like, let's say Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight, you know, all those other games, maybe a gameplay walkthrough of a certain game, would you go ahead and support and watch those videos? Or are you just here to watch my MUT videos and nothing else? I'd love to hear that down below, guys, because I'm thinking to myself about maybe starting to upload some other games with MUT on this channel. And if you guys support it, obviously it means the world. You guys support me all the time on the channel. I appreciate that more than anything. So I just want to know if you guys would, you know, appreciate me, if you would actually watch and support me doing other games in Madden. Love to hear it down below, guys. Love to hear what you guys think. But again, we're getting close to that 30-minute point on this video. So again, as I said before, this video will be 30 minutes. My next video will be at 9:30, which it will be a little bit different. It will be, you know, a little bit in the AM. I know there's a lot of videos in the morning, but my another video will be my bonus sniping series video, and that will be short, concise, and to the point. So, you know, if you guys want to watch that too, and you're already done watching this video, I appreciate you a lot if you're going to watch both videos. But again, you know, that one, if anyone who doesn't want to watch a whole entire video, that will be for you. That will be for, you know, the people who are like, oh, hey, don't make videos too much longer because I don't have the time to watch them. Well, I'm here for you guys. I have a second sniping series video every single day. So still a daily series, just twice a day. And it will be, you know, now and then, of course, at 9:30 every morning. So with that in mind, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you slap that like button. Make sure you hit that, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are indeed new. If you are indeed new, welcome to the channel. You know, welcome. I am that MUT gamer. Nonetheless, though, make sure you hit that notification button so you get notified whenever I do release new content. Again, might go ahead and upload some non-Madden related content to the channel sometimes very soon. So just keep that in mind if I do. You know, my motto is, you know, don't hate on content if you don't like it. If you don't like a certain game, or, you know, you don't like something, just go ahead and watch the content you want to watch, you know? That's my motto when it comes to anything on YouTube. If you don't like something, you don't like a certain game or certain video someone makes, don't watch it. Watch something else that someone, you know, made that you will like. Don't get upset because, you know, you might not like a certain video. So that's my whole point of view. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.